are you going to pay for college? And what is financial aid? Many students don't understand or are confused on what the financial aid process is for and really what kind of money are they going to get. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over a form that was sent to you in your email earlier this week, and you should each have an individual copy with your name on it. And we're going to go over how to know what kind of money you're going to receive to go to college. So this is the first page of the form that you received. Juniors, you will not be submitting your FAFSA this year. You'll be submitting it next year. But seniors, you will be submitting your FAFSA by March 2nd. These are the lists of the different grants that you might be able to receive. And the way we calculated your report was based on, are you eligible for free and reduced lunch? And also, if you meet the 3.0 GPA requirement for the Cal Grant A's. Our district has 70% of the students receive the Pell Grant. So if you look at the top paragraph, we had our students receive more than $3.5 million to help them pay for college. So I just want to highlight your specific form so you can read what you might be receiving. Now, if you know you're eligible for free and reduced lunch and you didn't fill out the free and reduced lunch application, make sure you do so, because that's a good way of knowing if you're eligible for different grants. So the first grant I'm going to highlight is the Cal Grant A. So the Cal Grant A is if you are planning on going to a CSU, a UC, or a private institution. These are the dollar amounts that each Cal Grant A provides. And remember, it's every year for up to 4 years. So if I was looking at this chart and I was planning on going to UC, I could get $12,570 per year, which would be $50,280 over 4 years. Now the Cal Grant A, if you notice, you have to have a GPA of 3.0 or higher. Now juniors, this is really important for you to note, because your Cal Grant A GPA is based on your 10th and 11th grade GPA. So if you enter your senior year and you have not retaken classes or brought up your GPA, you will not be eligible for the Cal Grant A monies directly out of high school. Now, you can be eligible for the Cal Grant A monies after you attend a community college or bring your grades up, but you do have the opportunity to bring up your grades your 11th grade year or the summer after your 11th grade year. Seniors, you are now locked in. You can't go back and change your Cal Grant A GPA, but that's all right. But just note, juniors, it's super important to get that 3.0 or higher before you enter your senior year. Now, if you have a 2.0 or higher, you can get the Cal Grant B, and that's for community college. And it does say limited to 1 year only, and there's other variables that deal with that, but we're not going to cover that today. But you can use the Cal Grant B for community college. And then the Cal Grant C is if you're planning on going into a CTE program. So let's say I would like to be an auto mechanic. I'm not planning on going to a 4-year university or transferring. I could use that $1,100 for my education at a community college to become an auto mechanic. So Cal Grant C is you are eligible, and the nice thing about the Cal Grant C is there's not a GPA attached to it. Now, the next one, the Pell Grant, this is super, super important. They've changed the value to $6,345. This is not based on GPA, it's based on need. So remember how I talked about earlier, you being eligible for free and reduced lunch? If you're eligible for free and reduced lunch, you're more than likely going to be eligible for the $6,345. And that's awarded every year, and that could be up to 4 years. So if you look, you can get $25,380 for 4 years to be to go towards your college education. And also note that the Pell Grant is also good at community college. So you've heard about promise grants and first year free. This is part of why that's happening. So the next few grants that are listed are the Middle Class Scholarship, the UC Blue and Gold, the California State University Grant. Those top 4 are if you're going to a Cal State or UC. CalFresh is super important. I know it looks like it's not very much. It's $194, but we're going to talk more about that. That's so you can receive food vouchers and things like that when you go to college. We don't want you to go to college and be hungry because you're spending all your money on tuition and fees. And then the Chafee grant, that's for foster youth. So let me give you an example for a student. So let's say I plan on going to the Cal State University San Bernardino. I received the Cal Grant A, so I will get $5,742 for up to 4 years, because you will be doing your FAFSA every year, or you'll be doing your DREAM Act application every year. So off the top, I'm going to get $5,742, and once again, that's also based on need. I'm also eligible for the Pell Grant. That's why it's highlighted in yellow. So for 1 year, for me to go to Cal State San Bernardino, I'm going to get a grant total of $12,087. To go to Cal State without living in the dorms, it's going to cost you about $8,000 to $12,000. So that's pretty solid, you guys. That pays basically all your tuition and fees, and it's good for up to 4 years. And that's just the Cal Grant A and the Pell Grant. But let's say I'm also eligible for the California State University grant, and they offer me $2,500, and I'm also eligible for CalFresh. That's another $1,000. I can get up to $15,681 per year to go to college. And that equals, if you look over the 4-year term, $62,724. And this is free money that you don't have to pay back. The only thing that you have to do is you have to fill out your FAFSA and your DREAM Act application. So what you need to do is go back and look at your email and see your sheet and see what you are eligible for. Once you see that sheet, you can fill in and add down what you're going to receive for college. Hopefully, this helps you feel a little bit more comfortable about going to school. That's the number one reason why kids don't go to school, is because of cost. But if you are eligible for free and reduced lunch and your GPAs meet these different criteria, you're going to get free money for college. Please reach out to your counselors if you have any further questions.